Good evening and welcome back to MegaFactory Titan, where I have not built all the stuff that I said I was going to build, and I haven't for a reason, and a very valid reason for that. Well, two reasons actually. The first reason, I ran out of power lines. We don't have any underground power lines left, so we have one, so I need to build some of those. But two, I've run out of things to build. I haven't filtered that. Let me filter this before I forget. Boom. The next option down here is the electric motor, which requires wire, which is actually being made here, and either magnet, steel, or ceramic, which is not being made down here. So that's like the next tier up. So that's not really going to work for what we wanted to do. So I was looking as to how I want to do this. It seems like there's four main materials that are made from the starting products. So we have concrete being made into building frames. We have copper being made into wire. We have slag being made into mineral wood. I might also tap into basalt for that. I'm not sure with that one there. And we have aluminium being turned into piping. Then from those four you can make other things, but some of them do require other materials that are down here. So we need to fix some things out. And I was looking through some stuff that we could do and try to have a look at how this works and that works and the other works, and came up with an idea that I don't know is going to be brilliant, but I want to give it a shot anyway, and I thought I'll do it on camera rather than test it off camera to find out. I have been making the large sorting houses, which work, it literally says, functions as a large Maglev tube junction. So, rather than having Maglevs go from here to whatever ones you need down here, like have a row go along and split off to all these, and then same do this, same do that, and then we'd have like so many, just so many. I kind of thought, why not every 4 try this? So let me show you what I mean. So in between the two power lines there is a 15 gap, and these large sorting houses are 5. Right, 1 2 3 4 5. So if I put one there, that is smack bang in the middle of these two and of these 4 here. So I've got these 4 and these 4, and the idea is, let's just build it and we'll see if it works well. So the idea is like this. So we're going to come out of here. We're going to go along and into here. So I need to do it from this one. So we're going to come up to there. Where do I want to come to? I want to come to this line here. So like that. You come along, and then you go in there, and then you do the same. You come up, go along. I want to say that, but I don't think I'm allowed to do that. I think I have to do that. Okay, and then the same here. So you come up, like that, and then you come up like that. Okay, and then all these 4 go into this sorting house, but the sorting house doesn't have any storage in it, so it's not going to request anything. All it does is basically look ahead, and this is the way I think it works. Looks ahead and then goes, hey, this needs a product you have, so I will send that on. Okay, so we're going to come out of here, come along here, like that. Boom. Like this, and then you come out, come along to here, and do that, like that. There we go. Boom, boom. Okay. So the principle being that these 4 are now connected to these 4. Okay. So now I can come along here and do the same again. We'll put another sorting house in, So 1, 2 should be here. Hang on, no, 1, 2 should be here. 2, 5, move it up, boom, like that. There you go. So there's another sorting house right there, and that will do exactly the same as what this one does here. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to destroy that, and I'm just going to go, hey, can I duplicate all of this? And I believe it duplicates the whole belts. It does duplicate the whole belts. When you select only part of it, it duplicates the whole belts. So there we go. So now these 4 here go into this and connect to these 4 here. Now these aren't doing anything right now. They aren't actually connected to do anything. I'm going to remove them for the time being because I don't want them actually going off to do anything right now. But what I was going to do is then connect these to each other. So I'll run 2 lines down like that, and I'll run 2 lines like this. Okay. And if the idea that I think is correct, the idea that I have is correct, this has sulfur and reprocessed slag in it. This will come to here, and this will look and go, hey, this needs reprocessed slag. So we'll put it there. But if something down here requires it, it will get called from this. It will go down these 2 lines here, into here, and come up here. Same for this. We need copper here. Copper should come from here, into this sorting office, down the top 2 lines to here, and then up to here. That's my understanding of it all. Now the best way for me to test this is right now to just unpause the game and see whether everything explodes or not. So unpause, go. Let's see what happens here. I'm really not sure what's going to happen here. We don't have, oh, we do have some copper. Copper's going into here. Remember, this has no storage, so it's not being stored here. It's coming down this line. It's going into here. Look, this is coming out here. Oh, we're being attacked by pirates. Oh, oh. They've stolen stuff. How dare they? How dare they? Ah, the pirate base is gone. The not pirate base, the what's it called? The scavengers. The scavengers are gone. Interesting. Okay, we'll come and do it. Okay. So this is working. This is sending all the copper from here down to here, which is awesome. My frame rate is also dropping absolutely through the floor, which makes sense because there's all this routing going on. And this does appear to be working. This does appear to be doing the things it's supposed to be doing, which is nice. You're getting some stuff inside you because obviously you're having to reprocess all sorts of bits and pieces at the moment because I haven't filtered this out properly yet. But that's okay. That's okay. This appears to be working. This is doing the job I wanted to do, which is awesome. Okay, you've now run out of copper because we have no thing going on in there for copper, but that's okay. That's okay. That means I can repause the game and I can build this system, and this will work. This will work. So this being connected to this, being connected to that, means that this, even if it has like iron, for instance, it has iron being processed in it, can supply iron all the way up here, anywhere up here that's required, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I also have some free gaps. I have 1, 2, 3, kind of 4 plugs to this as well that we can plug into things for it. So we still have options for additional upgrades to it if we need to. So that's awesome. So you're obviously producing repurposed slag. You're producing the mineral wood, which is going up to here. You're producing that. You're producing that. You're producing piping, but you're not producing the piping because we have no aluminium. And we have no aluminium because aluminium is not connected to the system. Plus, we don't actually have any bauxite in here. We do have bauxite, or at least we don't. I don't know if we have. No, we don't have any bauxite in our system here, but we definitely have some because we've got this here, bauxite here, which can be mined from this thing. So we have options. We have options. We just need to reconnect it to the grid, and we need to avoid these mines. I really wish I could deal with these mines. I don't know how, but I wish we could. So we want piping. We want piping because I want to make I want to make. Coming down. Down too far. Underground storage line. We want to make these. We want to make loads of these. Like I want to make unlimited production. Make as many as you can. But it requires piping and wire. And we do not have piping or wire connected. So that's a problem. I don't think we have any piping in here anymore. I think this is all just raw resources right now. I think we've exported everything that isn't that. So what I can do here, the next line, is the same thing. I can copy these, copy this whole copy up here to these, and then have the prefabricators. After that, these can feed prefabricators, so they get the stuff they need. However, they can also come along and feed other things, because we're going to need, if we're going to make electric motors, for instance, we're going to need wire and steel. Well, wire is going to be up here, so this needs to. These four need to connect to another connection. They need to basically, these four need to come along and connect back to this. So this might have inputs on it rather than outputs. I don't know. And then we have the prefabricators after it, and then hopefully that'll work, and it will all be interconnected. But it's not on a loop. It's not on a loop, and because they're all pull maglevs, it will only grab an item when it's requested. So it will only grab copper when this doesn't have any copper in it. So it shouldn't ever block up any of the lines. That's the idea. I do need to finish building and plugging things in and do bits and pieces, but that's okay. We've got time for that. I'm also trying to do this here, which I forgot about. Want to put this into here. So we're gonna pick up the habitat. Wreckage. Oh, you almost got killed by that. Cool. Okay. So this works. This works. This is awesome. This is good. Every time I unpause the game now, my frame rate drops to a good 15 or so because it's trying to process everything, I think. Which is to be expected. To be expected. You know, it's doing a lot of work in the background. So, but yeah, that's cool. Okay. So, how about we do more? We do more. This I feel needs destroying because it's in the way. Yeah, we're going to lose the munitions, so that's fine. So, let's copy this. Duplicate mode. Like that. I can duplicate that whole thing. That's fine. Because now I can just come up and I can do this here. Bonk. There we go. And that connects all these to the whole grid. The whole grid is connected. And then what I could do at some point is I could have like one of these, instead of going up to these, it could go up to the next line. So then this grid is connected to a top grid version of this. We have all four of them connected here. So so we can interchange between the two as well, which would be a lot to do for it, because then it potentially something down here could end up anywhere in the network. But I kind of feel like that's the way you have to do this. Your whole grid needs to be connected to itself so that it can move around. It can move any block, like this block of lithium. You don't know where it's going to go unless you specifically have it building here, but it might be needed in multiple places. So like it's used to make batteries, it's used to make a laser, so it's used to make nuclear warheads. So you're going to have to choose where it goes, and this way it can route itself. At least that's my understanding of it all. So yeah, okay. So we do this. This is connected now. So these are all connected. Oh, everything's on sale. Cool. Need to drop off scavenge resources. You can drop off in there. Oh, this. Why is this only throwing pipes? Stop that. Why are you only throwing pipes? That's weird. Okay, you scavenge it for a second time. Poof. There we go. Okay. Nice and easy. I don't think there's anything else we want to scavenge anywhere around here at the moment. So I might just send you back up here. Start demolishing those again. Bonk. Get all it. There you go. Yeah. That system works pretty well. Okay. That bonk noise you can hear is this making landfill. I wish you could silence this. I wish there was a way you could go, hey, prefabricator, stop making noise. Bonk. See, I just wish, because it's just, I'm making as much landfill as I possibly can. We've got 2,500 because we're going to be wanting to fill in places like here. So let's do that now, shall we? Just fill in that. Oof, there we go. I don't think anything there needs filling in right now. Nope. This is all surface stuff. It's not going to be needed. So cool. Okay, so what we have to do now is get our resources doing the thing, because we need aluminium. And to get aluminium, we need bauxite, and we don't have any bauxite on the system. So I need to connect this up to the grid. Now, the problem to this is that I didn't really want to have one line doing everything. I'd like multiple lines here. So we might do something similar to, well, not similar to this, but we might do like this, or this supply depot. The supply depot might sit on the end, and then everything that we mine will come down to the supply depot, and the supply depot will just be filtered to say, hey, keep balance of so many things in there, and then it will supply the goods down here. And then where we're mining, we will put the warehouses, because they store 200 goods, and the warehouses can go and do whatever they're doing as well. I feel like this line does need to be connected to this, just temporarily, to get it all going. So let's do that as well. This might cause some interesting side effects, because the game gets a little not confused, that's the wrong term, but it gets, when I unpause now, it gets a little bit oh god, what am I doing? No, it seems okay. Alright. Okay, that's fine. I think that's because it's not connected to these. Oh. And die. Pick up a trophy. Yay. Okay. So, we need to connect our bauxite. This is a quartz. Doesn't matter. The excavator is renamed wrong. It's fine. Need to do mining orders. Mine bauxite. Drop off in there. Okay. So this has already got a line coming down to here, and it stops. So what we want to do is we want to actually plug this line into here, the end of this, just to get it kind of going, or into the end of this building here, I should probably say. That would make a bit more sense. So we'll do that. So come down here. And we'll plug into that building there. There we go. Ba-bum. And then you can send all your goods down there. That'll be fine. Okay, and then we can get rid of this line back here. I just need to know where things are going. You're not going anywhere, so you're not required. Neither are you. Get rid of the bridge for a moment. Leave the power lines, because if I destroy them, we're going to have all sorts of issues. Just everywhere. Oh, this destroyed a line way too long. That was a mistake. Oh well. Let's see if we can't. Can we go underneath those? I think we can. Yeah, still can't leave them. Oh, okay. And then connect to there. There we go. That seems okay to me. That means you're going to output your sheelite. And whatever's up here is going to be outputted as well. And whatever's up here, there's nothing up here. Okay, this was ammonia. Okay. And that's all going to come down and just start filling into this one here, and then this one here feeds into... everything feeds into itself. Okay, everything feeds into itself, and it can connect to this network here should anything end up here that this requires. Now, we want to also have piping going on, and I know we've got some piping in some places. There's another habitat up here there. Then what is that? We've got piping in here. We want to get out and connect to the system. So that means I do need to connect this bottom system to a top grid. So we will definitely have to do that. Let's copy this one again. Don't know if this is such a good idea. We'll copy this one. And I can't put it down because I can't put it down. Let's copy this. Put it here. Okay, we want to build another one of these here. Boom. And it won't do anything because there's no pull to it. It basically just acts like a giant, like all of these were connected together to each other, but it allows you to have multiple inputs and outputs. So instead of crossing all the lines together and getting everything mixed and matched up, this will sort things correctly. So okay, so that's there. I really want to connect this to that. I don't know if that's such a good idea to do, but I really want to just run a line like that, connect the two together. I don't think it would need it yet, but that's okay. Let's copy the lines above. Boom. Like that. Ba-dum. Okay. And then we can go, hey, we'll put you there. Ba-boom. And then suddenly, haha, wires coming out and going to here. Which is awesome. But piping is not coming out. Why is piping not coming out? Ah, because you're good. You're good for it. Okay. So now wire is coming out. You've still got some piping in you. Okay, we have no wire coming out because we have no copper. We have no copper because we have no bauxite, which is fine. Okay. Okay. Why do we have no bauxite? We do have bauxite. Bauxite is here. Bauxite is mining. Mine it. Mine the bauxite. Bauxite becomes copper. Copper outputs to aluminium. No, copper's not that. Copper is this one. What's this one? What is this one? This one is malachite. Do we have any malachite? Yeah, we have loads of it here. Like loads of it here. Let's grab a miner. Don't suppose one of you is an actual malachite miner. It's supposed to be a malachite miner, is it? Yeah. There is a malachite miner here, isn't there? Yeah, malachite. Okay, you can come down here, and we're going to temporarily put a storehouse in here. In fact, I should put that way closer than that, shouldn't I? Make it as close as possible. Okay, here he comes. Boom. And you should mine the malachite and drop it off in there. There you go. Okay. Pirates have stolen an engine from my warehouse. Okay. Okay, that's fine. We get our trophy empire and grab another trophy there. Boom. Okay. And what's wrong with this? Oh. Okay. Right, so then malachite can be coming in there, and we can be making more copper, and then more copper means we're making more underground power poles. With underground power poles, I can then expand this, and we can figure out some other things, because as I said, we want to do something here. I don't know what. I don't know. Magnets are used for quite a lot of stuff. So so we're going to need magnets to be made somewhere. Steel is not... I mean, it's used to make lots of stuff optionally. Well, it's actually used to make a lot of stuff. Okay. And ceramic is used to make some stuff, but not a great deal. Maybe we should make ceramic electric motors, or maybe we should just go with magnets. I don't know. Magnets would be the easier one because it's only one wire, so maybe we'll go with magnets for that. Right. When I'm doing stuff, I have to pause the game. I have to pause the game. It struggles. It severely struggles when I'm not doing things because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. So I put my magnet there. Okay. And then you're not going to make a magnet. Magnets aren't even made in the workshop. Magnets are made in the extruder or the forge. Okay, and they're used with iron and nickel. So we're going to need an extruder or some forges along here as well. But I want to carry on doing all of this with the these. So we're going to go with thermal coupling for the next ones. Boom. Thermal couple. I don't know what we're going to make thermal couple out of. Again, I'm not really sure. Try not to use nickel for a lot of stuff. But it can all interconnect with each other. So everything will be fine once we plug it all in. I just do need to connect this row to this row. That needs to be done. It needs to be done. Maybe we should just come at the end of this one, go down and plug into this one here. So yeah, it does mean if anything's up here, it would have to come all the way along, round, come back in again, which is kind of slow. But it's okay because we're going to have buffers, because we're going to have to put in storehouses like this, filtered to whatever we need to. So like this needs wire and magnets. We'll put a storehouse here. Let's do it right now. Storehouse, and we'll limit this to wire and magnets, and we'll say even, so it's going to have 25 each. So it stores them. So wherever this gets called from, it will only put 25 in here to be making this thing here. Same with this. This is going to require whatever we choose to make it out of here. We'll just put in a storehouse and filter it to that. So there's only a short buffer there. And then I can change these at some point to be push maglevs, so they'll always be full of things, although that doesn't work if you have multiple items. Only works if you have a single item. So maybe we'll leave everything on pull and we'll just deal with it. There'll be a small delay from here. The buffers should keep up because the storage is there. So that's the plan. That's the plan. I'm glad that worked. I'm glad that worked the way I expected it to work. So that's going to be awesome. This whole system should do the job really, really well and carry on with it. The only problem is that you're going to start filling with stuff because we're still making... where was it? Was it this one? Ferrous slag and slag. Yeah, you're still using aluminate to make ferrous slag, which is going to make iron. But that's okay because we can use iron to make steel somewhere. So we're okay. We're okay. It's just going to take a little bit of time for this to all to catch up and do the thing it wants to do. So, but it's fine. We're making them. We're going to make these. We're going to make more power lines, more power grids. We should be making wire here. We are making wire, which is awesome. Then the wire's going up to the prefabricator to make the thing we're making there. So yeah, everything will be good and fantastic. It's just that if we ever make things like I have here, unlimited amounts, we're just going to burn through all our resources because yeah, we need 2.5 seconds. We need 10 wire, and you make 2 wire in 1.5 seconds. So we need loads more of them, which means we need loads more. But I'm not fussed. I'm not fussed about the time. Just it'll get done. It'll get done. So there we go. A kind of bus, I suppose. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with kind of bus. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one, and until then, as always, have fun.